For the second time, members of parliament have issued a last warning before they can issue summons against him. He is supposed to brief the committee on the status of road safety in the country. Our reporter Chris Thairo now speaks to David Sokin, the chairperson of the Transport Committee in the National Assembly. Chris.
Well, very good afternoon to you, Jesse Rogers. Back in studio, we are coming to you live from Parliament buildings. And as you correctly put it, this morning the Transport Committee was expecting to grill the Inspector General of Police, Joseph Boinnet, together with the National Police Service Commission Chairman, Johnson Gavuludi. But it happened that they were engaged in another meeting at Harambee House, and so that meeting did not take place. But remember that last week, the same committee had summoned the IG to come and give the status of the road safety in the country, and he yet again snubbed that meeting. And now I'm privileged to have the chairman of the Transport Committee, who is David Kosing. Welcome to KTN News. Well, Chairman, with the accidents, the number of accidents increasing in the country, and your efforts to grill the IG and look for ways and means to ensure that these comes to a stop, don't you think that this is a high time you should maybe summon the IG instead of inviting him?
I would say, Chris, that it's not now. We are not going that way now. Let's give him benefit of doubt. You know, today they were held up in a security meeting in Harambee. Who knows? They might have been discussing about this road carnage. And the reason why we wanted to go this direction, in other words, to call IG, is because one, there is a rise of accidents. Like July, we did an audit for July and August, and we realized that we have lost 507 Kenyans. That is not something. That's not a good data or statistics. We have realized, and that's why we called IG to come and tell us what's going on. Last week we realized, when we called them, that actually there's nobody in charge of traffic. Traffic is confused in this country. That is why you would see what happened yesterday in Nairobi, that you could see some people, that is impunity. You know, how can a civilian car hit a police car? That's impunity. Maybe there's something which is being said, that actually the traffic is completely finished in this country. And that's why we wanted IG to come and shed more light and see how we improve the traffic.
Last week you had the traffic commandant Kimaro, and who also appeared in today's meeting, but you didn't have much to say about. Last week there are some issues he raised that some powers have been removed from in office.
Yes, Kimaro, who came, really has no power to even command any traffic officer you see along the road, really. And we were told some pertinent, sad things. That number one, that during the reorganization of police, no police officer directly responsible for traffic. We are told that any police officer can be sent to the road. You can't do it like that, because traffic police officers are properly trained or specialized training. But we are told that one was taken away. And that is why IG must come to explain to the people of Kenya. Because our committee is saying there's chaos in traffic. And in fact, it has been seen. How can you allow 507 people die? And we are doing this, and I want to tell the people of Kenya, our committee, which is responsible for matters of traffic, are trying to make sure that we are safe as we go towards December. You know what happened last year, Chris? It was sad, and that's why we can. You know, we are proactive. We want to engage traffic as we move towards seasons where Kenyans are going to celebrate. We don't want any Kenyan to die.
My final question will be: compared when NTSA was on the road and now that NTSA is not on the road, what will your comparison be?
If you were to use statistics, we would say that it was better when NTSA were there, because last year at the same time, that is July and August, if you compare last time and this one, there were 21% increase in fatalities, and if you look at the people who were injured, it was 52% increase. So you see that there is a difference. You know, there's a difference. We are not saying, and I want to tell the people of Kenya, we are not saying that we want to bring NTSA on the road, but we are saying when NTSA were removed from the road, it looked like traffic was reorganized, or rather traffic was dissolved when NTSA came to the road. So when the president ordered that NTSA come back to the road, it looks like traffic or IG never restructured these people to come back now into the road. What is happening is that there's nobody on the road.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Bwana Chairman. We'll be waiting for next week when we expect the IG to appear.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Next week on Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Okay, thanks a lot. Well, Jesse, there you go. That has been the chairman of the Transport Committee in the National Assembly. And as you correctly heard, is that next week on Tuesday, we'll be expecting the IG to appear before these committees so that he can try to explain on how on the steps and the measures that the police department are taking to ensure that our road is safe. And of course, the number of fatalities and the accidents are reduced. Back to you, Rogers, in studio.